dear Arif sir, we are from Dreamaboutsports and it's great meeting you today. Can you please tell us your background? How did it all start as a player and when did you actually realize that you have to give it back to the game?
That question take me back to my memories in my school days.
Yeah.
Badminton I never played in my school time. Only I got a chance when I came to the college. In my school time I was a very good cricketer, very good footballer. I used to play table tennis. 4-5 games I used to play for the school. When I came to college also I used to play. And then in college we had a hall. Naturally it was our regular, you can say the meeting hall or the conference hall, where we had the court with the sharper stone floor and all. There I have started. I would say this was a mistake what I have committed, and that's what I want to convey basically. Because playing 4-5 games, only concentrating when the tournament had come for a particular game, concentrating only on that game, it means you are playing for maximum of 2 months, 2.5 months, one game. You can never become a player. At that time, we used to think we were playing 4-5 games for the school, college or something. So we are heroes or something, it's a great thing. But that was a mistake, I realized.
Okay, so when did you actually think that you have to give it back to the game by becoming the coach?
That I will give the complete credit to become coach is to my physical director in my college. He saw that whenever I was the captain of all the teams at different times.
Yeah.
He always saw that whenever I am the captain, I want to advise to my players, correcting their technique or something as if I know the technique I am correcting. Then he told me, why don't you take up coaching? To be very frank, I had no idea because at that we never had coaches.
Yes.
We only used to read the books in case if we want to improve something. Because of his advice, I went to Patiala. Even though, let me be very clear about that, I belong to a family which is in business. And nobody in my family was happy that I am going to become a coach. And everybody used to criticize me. But only when I got the awards and all that, started feeling, yes, this guy has done something.
So you also won prestigious awards like Dronacharya and Padma Shri. So what do these awards mean to you?
See, I would say this award is definitely an incentive for anybody as a matter of fact. But I feel that whenever any of my boys or the girls, they can perform well, they win the national titles or doing well at the international level, I think that way every few days I get the awards. My children had won, from this stadium, they have won more than 200 titles at the national level. And close to around 30 players have played for their country. And many of them brought balls, even Gopichan, everybody knows that he won the Olympic champion. Totally started with me, absolutely as a kid. Saina Nehwal, right from the childhood up till she was playing for the country at the age. Youngest ever player playing for the country was Saina Nehwal, she was there with me. Jwala Gupta, from the age of 4, she's still playing, bringing lots to the country in the doubles and all. So I'm so very happy that so many good players I could produce.
Superb, sir. How important is sport in your life?
Oh, I think that still at the age of 71, I just come down and without any remuneration. I'm not on the job, it's nothing. On the request of the sports authority, after I retired, they told me that you go to different places because people keep on calling me, So I thought, let me give that way. And mentally and physically, I come free, I coach free, never took any money from anybody in my lifetime.
Superb, sir. Thank you. Can you please describe your coaching philosophy?
Basically, it's a lovely thing you're asking. Basically, I will tell you, coaching is, as you say, is a philosophy.
Yeah.
It's an art and it's a science. Everything it has got in itself. Because we are dealing with the live, people.
Yeah.
So they have got their own psychology. They have got their own weaknesses, they have got their own, and to develop the sports, we have got to develop all the factors, physical and the mental. In the physical side, we have got all the motor abilities to be developed. Along with that, the technique, the skill, the tactics, everything is involved. So unless and until we are working all the aspects, especially if the children are coming to you, I firmly believe they have got to be made very, very strong in their basics. It is something like if you want to go for a higher building, we have got to have the deep foundation for that. And that's one of the reasons my children would do well, because I'm very, very particular to have the correction of their technique, and they are mastering their technique at a good level so that they are able to give the performance. And I'm happy I'm doing that. And I advise all the coaches also in the field to do this thing, and then they'll be happy about it.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And you've raised many national champions, as you said, that like Gopichand, Jwala, and Saina. So what is the difference between them and the other kids?
See, only the thing is, one of the factors what I found, their will to do something. Here I just want to add one thing, that many of the parents are apprehensive. What's going to happen with the studies? Let me tell you, Tarun Kumar was also earlier with me, then he went to Gopi, and again he's training with me. He was the national champion in the dance and the mixed dance. Highest ranked player in the mixed dance still. He, all through his life, he never took less than 94% all through his life, even in the engineering. So what I believe is, this rather the sports will make a person more smart, their perception, their observation, their absorbing power, everything increases with the sports. I firmly believe that the children, if they are taking up the sports along with this thing, one thing is they will be away from so many vices which are there in the life now, in the world now. And they will be having a very, very healthy activity, mentally, physically they will be strong.
Oh, brilliant. And what do you see in a kid when he joins your academy?
Basically, I try to see that if they are regular, and the kids they cannot come on their own, they are interested. I advise basically parents, I advise about this, that you see that they are maintaining the regularity. It is the training is as we eat the food, as we breathe, the training is as important, regularity is as important as all these things.
Oh, brilliant. So how do you balance the academics and sports academic?
Children who are coming to me, I firmly believe, first of all, as far as possible, they should not miss their classes. And at times, if they are missing, I insist that the children or their parents are able to keep some sort of tuition with them. And I keep on asking about their regular examination results also. And I insist on that. And let me tell you, none of the children who won the title, more than 200 titles, as I said, none of the children are second class students. All of them are first class students.
Superb. And what should be the parents' role for kids who are into sports? So how should the parents deal with their winnings and losings?
That's a very important question you're asking. Let me tell you that at times parents' over ambition sometimes have an adverse effect on their psychology, because they insist on doing well in the sports or something. And usually I tell them one thing, you see that they are regular here, you see that their food is good, see that at home they will be having a complete enjoyment. Home is a heaven. They should not be psychologically put into pressure to keep on winning. And that's our job, what we do, and we do that. And the children are open with us. Nobody likes to lose. Once they lose, sometimes they are under depression. We have got to treat them psychologically. But if the parents' pressure is there, then the home becomes a hell. That becomes difficult for them.
Yes, thank you, sir. And there's always a lot of pressure playing at the international level. So what advice do you give to your students at this level?
See, basically, I will tell you that pressure is a life of our sports. There is no person in the world, any sports or any level, if they say that they don't get under pressure, they are telling a lie. Pressure is a way of life for the sportsman. They have got to be, we call it emotional intelligence. They have got to learn with that. They have got to visualize the situation, create that artificial tension in themselves, and try to live into that, so that when the actual situation comes, first of all, they have got to be getting fully warmed up, so that the blood is going to the brain, which will reduce their tension, and get fully warmed up, study the opponent's movement, and go with a plan. I'm sure they can do well.
Yeah. So as you know, there's always ups and downs in a sports career. So what advice would you give when they're in downs or ups?
So everybody cannot be up every time.
Yeah.
That's a part of life. So when they are down, I firmly believe, let them be, just continue with the physical side of that. Let them be away for some time with the game. Just indulge yourself in some other sports for some time. Work hard, come back again with a bang. But the visualization is a very, very important thing, where you're thinking positive. Negativity should not be coming to you at all.
Brilliant. So in any sport, if a person keeps losing to a particular opponent time and again, so he becomes mentally weak. So how should he overcome that?
Yeah, usually it happens. That's a very common thing. It's a very good question what you're asking. Usually we tell them to start with that don't think about the winning or the losing, because the human beings usually live in the future, they live in the past. They don't live in the present. That's where the present is going to go absolutely out of control. So I firmly believe whenever they have that sort of thought, I say, you go play point to point. The present is this. Play point to point. Don't think about the result. The result will be coming only at the end. You're thinking about the end in the middle or in the beginning. That will not be fetching you anything more. Play point to point. This point, this point, this point. Concentrate on that. I am 100% sure your improvement will be there.
Brilliant, sir. Thank you. And how much importance do you give for the diet and fitness at your academy?
That's absolutely a must. It's absolutely a must. There's also a saying, say, whatever a man eats, whatever he is, what he eats.
Yes.
So I firmly believe into that, and especially for the sportsmen, the balanced diet is very important. Many of the parents, they ask me about this in case they're vegetarians, what's going to happen? The medalist in the wrestling in our country, he's a total vegetarian, huge person with so much of workout, such a strong person. He's a total vegetarian. And in the world also you'll find some top sportsmen are vegetarians. Only the balance has got to be maintained. Some dry food, regular milk, along with the dates, honey. These are some things which they have got to add the fruits and the green vegetable, a raw vegetable. It's absolutely must in your regular diet.
Brilliant, sir. Thank you. And what goals do you have personally?
I'm still working. People ask me this question. I say I want to produce the world champion, and I'm waiting for that. I wish I will not be leaving this world before I produce one.
You will, sir. Thank you. And what do you think has changed a lot from your playing days and your and these current days?
Lot of it. This question somebody asked me, we belong to the old school. I said always about this, let me tell you, there is nothing like in the coaching, there is nothing like the old school or the new school. Rather, you have got to be futuristic. A child who is there with me at the age of 7, who is going to give the performance at the 17, 20, 25, I have got to visualize what the game will be at that particular time. If I am not preparing him or her for that particular time when I am expecting him to do the best of their performance, then I am not doing justice. I am no coach, to be very frank. So I have got to be futuristic in my life.
Superb. Any message you'd like to share to the parents?
I will just say that put them into the sports, and I'm 100% sure they will not only be good in the sports, they will be good in the studies, and they will be very good citizens for the country. A sound mind and a sound body, and that's what I believe we can do there.
Superb. Any message you want to give to the young players who want to pursue sport as their career?
Yeah, if you want to really become a champion, you think like a champion. A champion is champion. They have got to make the sacrifices in their life. They have got to fix up their goal. They have got to really work hard for it. Nothing comes easily, and basically they fix up the goal. Whatever you want to do in life, fix up your goal. You will be able to reach that from it.
Anything you want to tell us? Tell about ourselves, like Dreamaboutsports.com.
I'm so very happy you are doing a human service. I believe you people are even sponsoring some young children who are coming up. This will be a very positive move, and I firmly believe you are also getting the sponsors for your organization, so that more and more people you can sponsor, because at a particular time when a player is coming up, they are getting the sponsorship, they are going for an outing, they are going for exposure. That is the best time a player will be able to come up. At a good time, if they are getting this sort of a help, I firmly believe they can do well. You are doing a human service, and I congratulate you.
Thank you so much for sharing all your experiences today with our DAS community, and we wish many kids from this academy bring lots of laurels for the country.
Thanks
again.
again. Thank you. Thanks a lot.